Whoa, this is Minifigure Illusion reporting from somewhere on Brick Ship Earth. What's going on, my fellow tinfoil brickers? Tinfoil brick to the head, yo. Whoa, there we are. There we are. It's official. We are a minifigure. We're right there. Look at that. Happy, dude. Yeah. Super fired up on that, dude. He needs to, I should have on a stand right there so I always know where he is, man. There it is, little stand right next to the cam or camera ding dong. All right, let me get this handled here. And 1401 subscriber count, dude. Oh, we lost a couple subscribers in the last 28 days. 3 people abandoned ship, dude. Bummers, man. That's their loss. Why won't this come up on my dashboard, dude? Let's see. Let's go over here. Oh, dude. Oh, there we go. Megan, greetings from Japan. Greetings from Japan in the house. Why won't it give me the thing, dude? Here, hold on, dude. Refresh, man. There we go, dude. We gotta get monetized, man. Make sure we're bringing that in, dude. Staying with the algorithm, yo. Okay, let me. Okay, we can switch account back, and we're good. Oh, is that how I keep it on the 2 different? Let me see if I can do that in case I need to instantly go and delete someone content. So how's it going, Megan? How's everything over in Japan, dude? Well, guys, worried about that, population crash? And they're like, aren't you guys like officially like the population's going down, down, down? All right, let me get back. There's the stream. Looks like you're the only viewer right now. Don't forget to smash that like button. You didn't smash that like button, dude. I'm feeling a little like sad about it. You got here quick. I'm up after hours. I'm having a feeling. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be quit the job recently. Couldn't deal with the toxic environment. What was toxic about it? What was going on at the job, Megan? Do tell. Done. All right, so where are we with this build? There's the bags. There's the minifigs, the extra pieces. So we've built Darth Vader so far with the arm printing. Darth Vader arm printing. Oh, I got you. Yeah. We'll keep it on the down low. And then we got who is this? Vice Admiral Sloan, whoever she is, dude. She's a vice admiral, dude. She's pretty serious. Who's this dude? This guy's, I don't know who that dude is. But yeah, Vice Admiral Sloan with her laser blaster. Carusta. What concert are you driving home from, Caruster? Who did you see? Do tell. How are concerts up in the Rose City, dude? Everyone have people finally relaxed up there? And people finally, yeah, but the population crap have everywhere. The kids pay for themselves, man. That's just myth. this myth, Megan. The kids are like the kids change the frequency. That's what they don't want you to know, dude. The kids, you'll handle, dude. Jadu Hart, a duo out of Northern England. They were awesome, incredible. That is fantastic. I'm glad you had a good time. Nothing like a little bit of live music to put a smile on the old face. All right, or young face. So here we are. We're the Thai bomber. We built the main fuselage so far, and let me adjust the camera. You don't need schools, man. You got it, Megan. You got it. The thing is this is what I figured out the minute I saw my kid Owl being born. We're genetically hardwired to handle that one. No coof rules, and they've dropped the masks. Fantastic. That's like a big brave toe in the water for Portland, dude. What is up? I changed for you, dude. Formerly Ryan. Oh, Cactus 64, dude. Solid, dude. Right on, Ryan. Cactus 64 it is, dude. I got my book right here. Now for the ASMR portion of the more stuff better off stream, yeah. But again, this is more stuff better off stream. More stuff better off stream. I don't know, dude. There's just stuff. There's just stuff. Better off. I think that I don't think it's we're all blessed, man. We're all blessed. Yeah, for sure. Anytime, anytime, Megan. Just reach out, dude. We'll break it. We'll break it off, dude. Sometimes it's good to talk to someone. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. Oh, what's going on, Kimmy? What's happening? Things are in motion here on Spaceship Earth. All right, so we got to build the TIE fighter pilot first. Brett, 2100, dude, right here. Brett. This is a fantastic set. I've been meaning to do a review for it, dude. This is a fantastic set, Brett. Brett sent this. And Owl, you know, I haven't made a review of it, as Owl usually won't let it out of his sight, dude. He's pretty fired up on that thing. And but now it's in my control right now. Brenda, what's happening? We're here. So there's the TIE fighter pilot, pretty standard issue right there, I think. The back of his head's exposed, dude. But pretty standard issue TIE fighter pilot. Well, you foretold the situation. You knew we were getting a John Deere. I don't know how you knew, but you knew. You helped us manifest the It's always a moderator party around here, dude. That's how we keep it cozy, dude. Megan, this is that, like, you know how like some channels you like have memberships, that this is the membership. The little quarter pipe's good, Sealy. Today it was almost warm enough to skate, but I had all my saws set up in front of it. I'm doing some carpentry, like art carpentry right now, dude, creating things again. I finally crossed the bridge of like, okay, where I broke out. The garage is fine. I finished cleaning the garage today, and I got all the tools out, and I actually started making a piece of art, wood art, with some of the old fence wood around here, and I'm kind of excited about it. The glue is setting as we speak. I got these trippy new clamps to make squares with. All right, Megan, we know you're there. Is that all the pieces? Right off the bat, I can't find something, dude. That always makes it a little tricky, dude. But yeah, I kind of rounded the corner on the whole thing. We're like getting ready to make my first piece of old wood art. So I made like the old frames like I used to make, but I got these new special frame clamps that like all four of them fit together in one thing, and you clamp them all down, and it does the compression thing. And so I got that going on. So I'm making a frame, and then I'm going to do like I did with the door. I'm going to slice and dice wood and make something inside of the wooden frame. And yeah, that's what I'm doing first, man. So I'm pretty pumped about it, actually, because there's been some sort of big revelation in today, like as always, the communication sort of comes in one big accumulative puff, right? Oh, there's stuff in my jacket. It's like sawdust or something. And so I was going to do this stream like an hour ago, but me and my wife were talking about stuff, dude. I got all in. So I was a lot of information's come across tonight, dude, right? And so I was sitting there today. I had that talk with Trent out in New Hampshire about kind of switching the direction of what we're doing a little bit. And so I came back, and I was, one of the things I realized today talking to Trent was just the generational difference of like, I'm a person who grew up without all this crazy technology. I remember the first kid in junior high, Stephen Grimm. Stephen Grimm brought his Apple computer to school, like on show and tell day. He was like, his parents, it's back when Silicon Valley was starting. We lived up on Loma Prieta in the Santa Cruz Mountains. And so Stephen Grimm brought like the first computer. I remember like, wow, Stephen, like, what is this thing? And we used to do the little bits and bytes thing and the whole thing, right? And that was 40 years ago. It's crazy to even say that. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking with Trent today. And it dawns on me that like I have the generational gap with what was with the technology right now. Just like my parents did with rap music, just like their parents did with, you know, the hippie movement, you know, this kind of thing. And I was like, I've been kind of feeling it a little bit. And I was like, whoa. And because like, I don't really understand a lot of the new mediums. It's so weird now, right? But you realize that the new generation now they'll never be the new generation now that's like just becoming like adults and the stuff. They'll never ever be at the school where the show and tell was seeing the computer for the first time brought in by like a kid. You know what I mean? That's my generation's thing. Like I distinctly remember that. Like, wow, Stephen Grimm brought in the first Apple like computer thing, dude, with the green screen and the cursors. Like what it did, I don't know, dude. But whatever. So I'm having this sort of epiphany about like the generation gap, which is good, dude, because it ties into everything that else is going on that I was talking about here last night with, you know, and recently with, there's no need to ask any more questions. Like the questions have all been asked. We have all the answers. It's now time to, you know, we already shoved off a while ago, but now I made the gonk droid. So I don't know about you, but I don't know if you guys know what this Whatnot thing is. It's an app on the oh, you know, I like it. Look at that. That's a good looking red piece. Look at that, dude. Oh, it's all scuffed up now. It's not a good looking red piece anymore. I don't know why a red piece out of the box is so much more fantastic than a red piece that's been out of the box. They're the same color. I think it's just the fact they don't have any micro abrasions on them. So and the Commodore 64. Yeah. There could have been that brought in like too, but I just distinctly remember the Stephen Grimm kid because he was tied into like tech. Just the funny things that stand out from your youth. So anyway, so there's this app called Whatnot, and if you're a Lego, it's this. So I've been this one YouTube channel, M&R Productions, like a big Lego channel. He's always like, I gotta let my things on. I'm auctioning off all these Lego sets over on Whatnot, dude. Whatnot. And I'm like, all right. So he was talking about it, and I was like, all right, let me go check out this Whatnot app. So I got Whatnot up and running tonight. And dude, I was like, whoa, bro. Like, whoa. And so if you don't know what it is Whatnot is like an auction site. It's for like Legos, but there's all sorts of other stuff. So I'm just a Lego guy. So went to the Lego stuff. And it's literally like live streaming auctions, but with like, it would be like this, but like I'm like auctioning off this at the same time. And there's like a chat going and money's moving around and the whole thing. And I was like, I'm watching this, and I was like sitting there and I'm watching this one thing, and I watched this dude, like people bid on the Legos, right? And I watched this dude who had like 64 boxes like lined up, and like you were bidding to pick a box. And the minimum bid was $23, dude. And I watched this dude like collecting money, like in like 5 minutes, the dude had collected in like 8 boxes, right? Like $200. Boom, just like that. And I go, he had 64 boxes he was selling on this thing. And people were all fired up, dude, just dumping. One dude like immediately dumped like $100 into this thing, got some like, you know, $10 worth of minifigures. And so I'm watching this, right? And I'm like, whoa. And I scrolled to the other things. I go, there are a whole bunch of them going on. Dude, people are just throwing money at this thing. Dude, just like I'm watching these auctions and people are just dumping money into this thing. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm tripping because, you know, they all got their music going, like they're just playing music. So there's obviously no copyright issues. It's all weird. There's a whole, it's like this, but they're talking to people they know, and you can subscribe and follow and all this kind of stuff, right? So I'm watching this stuff, but it's all about like this commerce thing. And I'm like, oh, like it like hit me with all the other information I've had over the last couple of days of like, oh, there's the giant shift. Like I see it. Like the abundant shift is here. And it's all about like it's all of it so fake that it's infinite, was my big conclusion tonight. Old school, new school, exactly. But but the thing is, so we're old school here. Like we're like old school internet, dude. Like literally, dude, I was like, and I'm watching this and I'm like, okay, there's no shortage of interest-bearing currency out there, but it's all digital, right? It's all like going over the phone. I was blown away, dude. I'm like, dude, the amount of money this dude's gonna pull in the stream, 64 times bare minimum 23, 230 times 6. That guy was gonna walk away with from his stream with like at least $1,200, dude. I was like, what is this, dude? Right? And it dawned on me that it's all fake. Fake as a cake is fake. It's all fake cake, right? But I was like, and then it ties into this other thing that I heard the other day that this, I don't know, it was I think it was probably like a little clip I saw from the Toe, was he was interviewing this dude and he's like, I see the kids are looking forward. And Rogan's like, yeah, but that's all the stuff, because all these kids now are like, grew up in this technology, like we're throwbacks. Like we know a time before the technology, they live in the technology. Like we're like essentially like people that lived when before cars were commonplace, like people still rode horses around. But now all the kids drive like cars, which is the technology. And this dude was like, said something that really like resonated with me. He's like, the kids are looking forward. And I was like, yeah, like they're not looking at it the way I'm looking at it. Like, whoa, look at the gnarly thing going on. They're like, look, like they see all the potential that it has to offer. And I was like, okay. And one of the potentials of the thing is that it is sink or swim, right? It's like sink or swim time. Because remember when the convergence happened the other year, right? Like for many of us, energetically speaking, we're in the fifth dimension, right? No, we wouldn't be doing any of this, Jimmy. We wouldn't be hanging out here clicking bricks, talking about how we're gonna take advantage of the new era. Like that's what I'm saying is if you're still sitting there thinking like again, it's and I've been talking about it for a while, this like the red wave hustle, dude, the hustle of that the truthers are no different than the liberal left, that the right wing's no different than the left. That's obvious, like polarization stuff. But it's also this thing where like when you see it, you're like, oh, the interdimensional shift, the fifth dimensional shift of like that this is all like really is just influx and subject to your manifestation skills. It's like a boom time. Like I'm like one of those dudes who just suddenly like the old timer who's like, oh, all the kids are going out west to like mine for gold in the mountains. I'm going too, dude. It's sort of like that. Like I suddenly feel, and Trent's like a big thing, like we're going to change up the whole thing. But what I'm really seeing is, and I've known this for a while, and you guys have known it too, is this is the greatest time ever to be alive. Because it's abundance on full tilt boogie. And the abundance on full tilt boogie is real. Because there isn't anything but abundance. And what I mean by that is so as a truther, as a person who dug into the truth and followed all the rabbit holes down into the, WEF and interest-bearing currency and the bank and the Jekyll Island and the Rockefeller Institute, blah, 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 right? We know that it's all fake. We know that interest-bearing currency is slavery. We know that all these things are fake. But the real sticking point, and I've watched it recently, is thinking that we can get out of here, right? That we can escape it, whatever's coming, the transition into the new paradigm, whatever it is. And I don't mean like the spiritual thing, because if we've already like departed into the fifth dimension with the convergence, which many of us have, that's what the whole 2 years inside of the house were all about, with the coof and the whole thing, and testing our metal to see if we could look past the hustle, right? So here we are, right? Here we are, and all of the stuff that we practice at Truthers, we don't need to ask any more questions, because we spent all that time discovering what the secret was, right? And the secret was that it was all a lie. It's all a lie, dude. All of it's a lie. Every bit of it. And yet it's tangible in the sense of like it's vibrating at this present time. And when we really, let me see, dude, what is this? Hold on. I'm gonna do something tricky here. Whoa, dude, look at that. There's some sort of like lid there. So keep riding the waves of hustles. Exactly. But it's also this thing where that's something in my jacket that's itching me, man. I went outside to get some firewood. So, all right, I'm going to tie this all together, I think, somehow. You know how I do it. It's all sort of random, but it's all going to a place. So just bear with me as I build this tie bomber. So the other day I met when we first moved here, there was the UPS dude. Super cool dude. Like I met him like the second day. Everybody knows him, like the cool dude. And we would come, we'd talk, like super social dude. Like my first encounter with like the new reality was this UPS driver. Super cool. First name, used the name tag, dude was super cool. Right. And all of a sudden I noticed like 2 months ago, the driver started changing. I figured he took a vacation or whatever. And then I was like, maybe something happened to this dude. He's an older guy. And I don't know, dude. Like he just stopped being on the thing. So I kept seeing this one new UPS driver, right? And the other day I was like, hey, now that I knew he was consistent, I was like, hey man, like, what's your name, dude? My name's, I introduced myself and I was like, right on. I go, you're my new driver. He's like, yeah, totally. I go, what happened to the other dude? He's like, oh, he's getting his knee replaced and he's retiring. And And so we got to talking, and he's one of us, dude. He's like high frequency dude, a dad, and he gets it. He's not, he sees through all the like nonsense and the whole thing. And we sat and talked for like an hour, dude. Like Bully had all sorts of things in common, children the same age. His son plays drums. Like we're talking about mountain bikes and also, oh dude, and right when we're talking, one of those crazy stealth fighter jets, like low speed, flew over. It was pretty wild. And the black ones, the big V-shaped black ones, what is itching me, dude? Like it's crazy, dude. It's everywhere, dude. It's like nettles in my clothes. And so we're talking and we're doing the thing. He's like, oh, I dig your, he saw my cucked monkey shirt. He's like, I dig your shirt. I was like, I'll make you one. Like, he's like a dude who appreciated the cucked monkey shirt, right? If that gives you any idea where I'm going with this. And so I'm sitting there talking to this dude, and all of a sudden I go, I realized that this confirmed something for me. And I'm like, hey man, like, you know, like talking to you right now is like confirmed something for me about where I live. And he's like, what's that? And I go, you're, because like he wasn't like he had kind of come and gone, and I wasn't, you know, like I just hadn't had the opportunity to say hi. And then when I did, you never know who you never really know who anybody is, right? You got to kind of feel them out. And I looked at this dude and I go, it's overwhelming at this point. I go, it's 100% at this point. I have yet to have a person come onto this property who isn't like-minded in the sense of we're willing to like be in the middle of it all, dude, right? And have these open conversations, like across the board, like the pump guy, the septic dude, the solar guy, the solar employees, the UPS drivers, anyone who has come to this property I've had a conversation with are all tribe members or tribe members adjacent, right? So I'm sitting there and I go, dude, this confirms something I've known about this place I'm standing, this little place we're on, right? That there's something going on, because everybody here has come, now it's almost a year later, has been super positive, like super on the thing, dude. And lizard meatballs, you might be right about that too. Actually, working people. It seems like since you moved to the country, you've been meeting more high. Dude, that's what I mean, Brett, is, but it takes a moment before you actually like verbalize it. Like I looked at this dude and I was like, I'd been talking to him for like 45 minutes. And I was like, dude, it trips me out that you're the confirmation that everybody, but that's not the thing. Cause people can just be like, I mean, like sit and talk, like hang out and shoot, like hang out, like talk to like all, like what I mean is all these people talk and like have a conversation and you get to know them a little bit. And it's like, hey, and very neighborly. And so I'm sitting there and I'm confirming it with this guy, because I'm like, I need to confirm it to myself, if that makes any sense. I need to say it out loud to another human being just to confirm it to my own existence that this is actually occurring, that it is identifiable at this point, that like whoever steps foot on this property is super on the high frequency thing. And the only person, actually, that's funny, the one person who did make the cut here, who the property rejected, was from the city, was someone like family member from the city who we were like, come on up and hide out up here if you want, dude. Like they were struggling and they fully like couldn't take it. And the property kicked them out. Right. Anyway, that's it. I didn't realize that till now. There was one person, but they were from our cluster back in the city of family and stuff. But anyway, so I'm sitting there in this thing and I'm going, okay, the new yeah, that's what I mean, Kimmy. It's the best. But it's we live in this interesting, I guess what the interesting thing part, Kimmy, is you didn't have to be kind of as concerned, and I don't, concerned's probably not the right word. There wasn't such a necessity for like-mindedness 5 years ago, right? 5 years ago, whatever, you could have a conversation with someone. Didn't really matter if they were on the same page or not. Like, it was just another day, right? Now it's like the like-mindedness means that we can actually have a conversation. Like there's the people you can have a conversation with because they have a like-mindedness, and then there's just everybody else who's just shut themselves off from that because they've chosen this like very controlled reality, dude. And so I was sitting there and I was kind of marveling at this dude. And then at the same time, like all this other stuff kind of comes in where you're like, all right, like there's a pattern developing here. And what is that pattern trying to deliver? And it's weird because like tonight's like the first real night since I've been here where I rolled out here and I was like, this is gonna sound like weird, but I've been out here like when I make these live streams kind of on the down low, waiting for my wife to go to sleep because I still am a little subconscious about it. But the whatnot thing blew my mind tonight because all these people that were doing this stuff were straight up adults, like adults. There were no kids doing this stuff. It was like adults, like slinging Legos to like adults. And I was like, and I was talking to my wife and she's like, yeah. And I was talking to her about like the investments. Cause at the old house, I used to kind of keep all the investment stuff in these cabinets in the garage that, she knew was there, but she never really like looked at, like whatever. She knew what was going on, but didn't really pay attention. But I took all the investment Legos into these cabinets in the hallway in our house. And she looked at him and was like, what is going on, dude? Like she kind of got a handle on it. I was explaining what was going on with them. And like, yeah, that's out of print. And I got the whole 20th anniversary series of the Star Wars stuff, that it's going to be huge one day and all the thing. And so we were talking tonight and she was like, it wasn't like she was, it was like I was finally at ease with what I was doing out here in the middle of the night. I mean, she does not know that this is here. It's not like this is some secret project in the thing, but I've always felt a little like ego, right? Ego says that I'm supposed to be like, you're not supposed to be like it's a weird thing, right? And so tonight when we had this rad conversation about all this stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to roll on out and do my thing and not even worry about it. It sounds dumb. And it is, but it's not, because that's the weird thing where I'm trying to like, where I've had this revelation into this thing with, that's the old generation's way of thinking about the stuff. The kids looking forward wouldn't care, because they're off doing other weirder stuff. Like, that's what I mean, is like, there's so much weird shit you could be doing. There's so much weird stuff you could be doing at night on the internet. Like, this is pretty like tame, dude. You know what I'm saying? So and part of that thing is the revelation of moving into ease into the new paradigm, right? Because spiritually, we crossed the bridge during the conjunction. What 3 years ago? Was it 3 years ago? Was the conjunction 3 or 2 years ago now? Right? So we're in the new age. And I don't mean new age in the lame sense. I mean new age in the like, just like flipping the page sense. And so we're here, metaphysically speaking, but for the first time, I'm actually like, my lower dimensional form is catching up to, we haven't caught up, is catching up to what's going on, dude. And now we're here's a new part, because there was a big reveal tonight. And I don't know, did you guys catch? I'm just gonna see, you guys are pretty astute, dude. Where most of a lot of our good guessers are asleep tonight. So there was a reveal tonight, and I will give you, it came out of that weird scene in Nashville tonight. And let me see if you guys can guess it, dude. Because what it is it ties into this whole thing too, because it's all an electromagnetic hustle, dude. And when you see it, you're like, oh, whoa, because it ties into everything right now. So while you think about that, I will talk about this other weird little piece of data that it took me a while to kind of like bite on, but I bit on it the other day. So there's this theory, and I might have talked about it on the other stream today. I don't know. There's this theory that the internet died in 2012. And what the premise of the theory and the death of the internet is that artificial intelligence went live in 2012. And it flooded. Okay. So it flooded the internet with bots, with artificial intelligent bots, to flood all of these social media platforms with viewers and subscribers and things. So if you go around like on like all these like kind of mediums, it's like all of a sudden everything's dropped off in the last couple months, because they've sort of been found out. And it ties in. This makes sense when you think about like the art programs. You know, there's crazy art programs now where you can type in things, they can make art in real time for you. And it's always sort of a little bit demonic. Well, then they got that chat GPS thing, dude, where it can like that code is not of this world. The art things are not of this world. That is the beast. That is the AI. But everybody's got AI so on this other thing that we probably missed the boat that the AI is already on. The artificial intelligence is completely on already. And that's sort of what the internet is dead thing. But they don't have the hardware in place, right? Like the AI is going, and yet it can't compete with humans because we can literally make fake language that we'll all understand. Like it doesn't understand. Like, you know how they're doing the things when you go on Instagram where they'll say like a word that's supposed to be censored, but you'll throw in a backwards letter or the money sign or something. Yeah, Brett. You know what I'm talking about, dude. Just do that, dude. Those crazy art programs are deeply dark, dude. But I messed with them one night and was like, all right, that's okay, that's good. But that is the beast. So they don't have the hardware tonight. So there was a big reveal tonight, but you had to look at so one of the things that was going on, and again, this isn't to get into it isn't what's going on, bath salts. This isn't to get into the weirdness of. I did 2 of these, dude. Oops, I only did 1. I was busy talking, yo. I didn't see I needed to do 2. So there was this thing in Memphis where, it was your standard, a motorist, stereotypical motorist was killed by the stereotypical group of people that would kill the stereotypical motorist, except the group of people that killed the stereotypical motorist were of the same demographic of the motorist. Does that make sense? And right? They were all of the same demographic, right? And so these dudes are all getting charged and they took this dude's life, but they're all of the same demographic, dude. The end stackers are hovering, dude. And so you're watching, they released the body cam footage of it tonight. It was a big deal. So they released the body cam footage of it tonight. But all right, so tonight should have been the riots. Tonight, so if you were back 2 years ago when everybody was anti the blue because of the dude who OD'd with the knee on his neck, right? Tonight would have been the night because the group of people that claimed that they were getting oppressed by the certain demographic of skin colors, this dude got killed by their skin color, right? So all the anti-blue people should have been like, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter who you put in the uniform. You guys are all murderers. Burn it all down, right? But no, doesn't, right? They come out, they arrest these dudes. It's the whole thing. Well, in the background of this thing, one of the sources of this footage is this sky cam, right? And I'm like, what? What's like sky? I think it's the news helicopter, the sky cam, right? The news helicopter. No. How all these cops get busted. And I'll tell you what, the footage is brutal. Like, you don't want to watch it. It is as grim and dark from another age that in modern times it's horrifying, right? But it gets busted by the sky cam. What is the sky cam? The sky cam is a high resonance, video camera on a pole in this neighborhood. So this neighborhood's full of video cameras on poles doing the thing, right? So you're like, the real story that no one's catching, it's got nothing to do with the people in the uniform doing the killing. It's got nothing to do with the dude being killed who fits the demographic. That's all the cover story. It's all about the sky cam on the pole and the way they're like, you were wondering, how are they going to get everybody to allow surveillance in the United States on light poles, right? Like they're already doing it, but like to really like make it like a thing. You need the cameras on the light poles to keep track of the cops. It happened tonight. The rope-a-dope happened. They're going to get the minority communities to demand that sky cams be put in these neighborhoods to protect them from the dudes in the uniforms. I saw it all, and no one's talking about it. I saw it. It's playing. I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what they're doing, dude. No, the sky camera, the lizard meatballs. Go check the footage you see of what's going on. That's not the police cam, is from a light pole camera on a pole, and check out the clarity of that picture, dude. That's what the whole thing. That's why there was no riots tonight. That's why it was the demographics of choice, because what they're doing is they're going. It doesn't matter what the demographic of the dude in the uniform is. The uniforms are all bad. The uniform, of course, works for the state. But in order for them to get people to accept the camera monitoring on all over the place, is they got to have them ask for it, right? It's the same thing I've been talking about. The coup exposed it all. Is you have to ask for your own oppression, right? You have to ask them to install the video surveillance cameras. They can't just come in and like stick them in there and do all the dirty work. They have to have you go, please install these cameras in our neighborhood because we need them to protect us from the dudes in the uniforms, dude. Right? You see it, it's a genius move, dude. It just happened tonight. So I'm calling out within a week, they're gonna be like, and it's gonna come from this interesting grouping of bipartisans, that we need the sky cams to be installed in the neighborhoods to protect the neighborhood from the dudes in the uniforms. But of course, it is the dudes in the uniform that are ultimately going to use the sky cams. They need the sky cams there, but they can't just go stick them in public property. So again, from the we lost the signal. Hold on. Let's see if the signal comes back. Wait, let me see if the door opens. Will help. All right, see signal. We opened the door. Where are we? What time? How long have we been doing this? Almost an hour. Yeah, we're talking sky cams. So if you understand how, like, you can't just go install something in a city without it going through the public process. The Pelosi body cam stuff was a decoy, dude. The Pelosi body cam stuff was a decoy because they needed to soft roll this thing. They needed to come out in a softer way, right? They want the Pelosi things for them to just ball it up for a second, because they need the sky cam footage to roll out a little bit slower, because they don't want a big kerfluffle about it, because they want the communities affected to see and go and them talk about it. They need time for them to release the footage, which was tonight, and then all the talking heads be like, oh, you know what the real interesting thing about this is? That if it wasn't for the sky cam footage, none of these cops would have gotten busted, right? Because this is all algorithmic, man. And the reason I'm bringing it up is it's an algorithmic adjustment. It's an algorithmic adjustment of society, because they're directly using the algorithm to drop the hardware everywhere at the same time. So what better way to bypass local city councils, right? What better way to bypass planning commissions? Because you have to understand, in order for them to put sky cams in every neighborhood, they have to go through every single neighborhood's public process. You go through it, you put it in some sort of federal protection reform bill, where you go, no, dude, this is, and you get all of the leaders of these marginalized communities to champion this thing for their protection. It becomes a de facto civil rights bill in a weird way. And why I'm bringing it up is the last 2 years or 3 years of this, since the coup began, all they've been doing is running algorithmic script on us. And the reason, and it finally caught up with me tonight, exploring the new medium is it's all, like, that's what I'm saying. My whole new character, Captain Copperhead, is because we've been beating the algorithm the whole time, not by using the algorithm to promote ourselves, but by using the algorithm against itself, right? So you can make, like, in these mediums, you can make clickbait titles, right? You could, you can make like this title, these little videos will probably get a couple more views just because I put the title of the Lego set in it. This channel is like so small, it's interesting. But like, so the new thing moving forward is the fact that it's now time to use the algorithm as they're using the algorithm too, is to piggyback the signal, like the carrier code, right? So if you have like waves, right? Because it's all electromagnetic frequency, right? If you get into the like waveforms and stuff, like when waveforms collide, they get all out of sync. What you want to do is you want to have a waveform that's in the same rhythm. It can be a lower or higher frequency. It doesn't matter. It's just got to be in the same high-low rhythm. It doesn't matter if you have 4 beats to their 1 beat, just as long as the lows are on the same downward time and the ups are at the same upward time together, right? So what I'm realizing is it's almost, we got to flip the script on ourselves in order to flip the script on them. That was kind of what I came up with the whole Captain Copperhead thing, is in order to like do the coded transmission, I now have to speak on their behalf, and ultimately everything is backwards. The quantum of consciousness dude's got it down, dude. That dude speaks like a whole different language, dude. And what I'm getting at is it's in application form right now as we speak. And we're just now getting it because everybody's been in awe of trying to stop the system. Or there's going to be a red wave, dude. There's going to be this. There's going to be that. We're going to save the system. The eggs are going to kill us, dude. See, I told you, dude, the truth's going to come out. Project Veritas just uncovered that guy. Like, everybody, like the majority of people that are awake still think there's a resolution. There's a resolution to the thing. There isn't. That's our genius, is knowing that that there's no need to solve the riddle. The riddle's been solved. We already solved the riddle. Now it's time to use the algorithm, the AI, whatever you want to call it, to our advantage. not as something we're trying to stop, but as something we're trying to use as our carrier wave. So like, you know, when like the Peloton, right? If you know anything about, like, I got all into the Tour de France like 20 years ago or so with this friend of mine who was a bike rider. And I understand it a little bit. So if you understand like bike racing, like Tour de France style, like the bike teams, like there's the Peloton, which is the group of bike riders, right? And those bike riders are all drafting off of each other, meaning that in a cluster, they're aerodynamic. So you'll have like a team of bike riders, and they carry their main like sprinter dude or breakaway guy or whatever behind them in a little air wedge. So the dude in front of the air wedge has to pedal the hardest because he's breaking through the air. But the dude that they're pulling through the race is sitting in the wedge. And then the dudes on the team are moving through to protect the one dude's aerodynamics as they move. And then the big pelotons, all these different groups of dudes doing the same thing in one big aerodynamic group. And then if you watch the race, there's always these breakaway moments. That's where the dude's like, all right, I've been saving all this energy because the team has carried me through and the peloton's carried me through. Now it's time to sprint. What I'm saying is we need to get in the peloton of what's going on, dude. And the Peloton's algorithmic right now, and it's a little bit of music theory too, is we need to get inside of the signal and stop fighting the signal or judging the signal or condemning the signal or thinking the signals and being like, oh my God, is to take the signal and stop looking at it and be like, okay, now it's time to gain a bunch of speed on the thing. Yeah, I learned it from the geese. The geese do the same thing. Exactly. And what I'm getting at is I'm beginning to see what it is, because I think that's where like I've been sort of like tripping out. I'm like, well, what do I do now? Right? Like this is what I do. Like this is like my profession. I got all my side hustles and stuff, but like this is what I do. I sit and I talk on a screen, right? But if you know the inside of it all, like the thing got like a month ago or 2 months ago got like cut off at the knees, right? Like it all dried up, dude, right? It is a crowdfunded reality. If anyone's feeling like it, dude, the links are down below. There's my advertisement. And so I'm like, okay, dude, like it's trying to adjust to the new terrain. Like back to the bike analogy, like we've been riding through the flat part of the race, you know, the 10 legs of the flat part. Now the hill is in front of us, dude. The big hill climbs are here. But we're already here. We made it this far into the bike race. Like we didn't get chopped off at the knees because we didn't fall for it. Like the big test was not to fall for the coof hustle, right? They get angry at everybody, they scream at people. I wonder what happened to that dude, man. There used to be a dude in the chat, dude, who was a full one of those dudes. I wonder how he's doing, man. But it is time to thrive, but it's also time. Yeah, Susan. Yeah, no, but see, we're over here like minding our own business. Susan's gonna love Captain Copperhead, dude. I just need to find like a cheap fake snakeskin suit, dude. That's the part I need. But because Captain Copperhead's gonna be appearing to speak on behalf of what Susan would like, except the sarcasm is going to be the code. But anyway, I'm fired up. So, but I guess what I'm saying is where I think, and this is, I don't think I'm wrong on this thing. I think it's again, it's been a test. Can you adjust your sails and keep sailing, or do you run aground, dude? And I think that's where it is again, I was having this, that's why I've been over like this channel, like I can kind of talk a little bit more freely, not because I can't on the other one, is I've had, like, I realized, and I was talking about this a little today, and I had to kind of talk to my wife about it a bunch. It's like on the other channel, like prior to the coof, we were like doing like the other thing, right? Like, and then the coof happened, and we bubbled up, dude. We became our own little survival bubble, because when all that stuff began, we didn't know where it was going. We were just like, hold the line, Diamond Souls, hold the line, Diamond. And we held the line, dude. We didn't crack. We stayed true to ourselves. We stayed true to each other. We helped each other get through the thing. Like, we made it, right? But for me on this side of the thing, I'm like, it went from being a wide open platform to like a survival raft, right? And so I've been struggling, because I'm like, well, now that we know everything's fake, like, what's there to talk about? But we know that's just the low hanging fruit. But B, in order to really talk about what is going on, you got to kind of pitch a lot of these old ideas overboard that got us through the last couple years. And I don't mean like health and nutrition and spirituality and all that kind of stuff. What I mean is it, like, dumping the whole, like the whole truther thing's got to be dumped overboard, dude. Like it's toxic. Like, there's no need to dig into any of this stuff anyway. It doesn't matter, dude. Like, it's irrelevant, dude, because we're in the Peloton, dude. It's literally like debating, like, do bikes really need tires? Like, who cares? Like, we're in the Peloton, dude. Like, we got tires, dude. Like, we're not trying to save anybody anymore, dude. Yeah, we're doing well. You should do close up point. We do what we got. We're just, that freeze up. It frees me up. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, we're doing all that too, man. Anyway, how many of these I gotta build? Did it tell me? I think I gotta build 4 of these, times 2. I should have been building 2 of these. So what I'm getting at, just thinking, I appreciate it. Yeah, the Zoom thing doesn't, like, we kind of reached the happy medium here, dude. That's the thing with that. Like, that is sort of the happy medium we reached with the thing. I don't even really think I can. No, That's the happy medium with the articulation of the whole thing. And so anyway, back to I'm all lost here. That goes there. I guess this is the final hurrah right here, dude. Okay. What was I getting at, dude? Let it circle. What is that piece? Oh, here without my glasses, man. I think it's that. Another one of those. Okay. Oh, these wings, the solar panels look sick. Solar panel. Okay. And I got to build one more of these. Sharing each other's like-minded energy. Yes. And it's so on that level, yeah, like when you get back to the like the conversation with conversation I had today, you understand, like it is going to take like this weird thing, and what that weird thing is like, so if you look at like how the AI is doing its dance, right? It's collecting, everybody's inputting a piece of the data into the machine, right? Everybody's, that's what Facebook was, that's what all these apps are. Like, they were all data collection apps, dude. It yeah, they entertained you, but their real point was to like collect data. And that was each one of us contributing like pieces to the whole. And what Trent was getting into is like, it's now we all got to contribute pieces to the whole. Like, so like, it's that weird thing is in order for it to work, like we have to grow, right? Like it has to grow. And I think that that's been like a weird thing, because like up until like 3 years ago, like it just became sort of, we just gotta like make it. Well, we made it. Now it's this thing where like it's time to grow again, which is a weird kind of like space, because I don't think I did that on there. Hold on. Did I get those? Oof. I almost blew it here. Oh wait, those go. Wait, where do those go? Wait. Hold on. I farmed it. I farmed the little like keep it all together pieces. You need to keep it all together pieces. All right, there we go. So there wasn't this need to grow, and grow for like business reasons, grow for survival reasons, just grow it all. Like, like like for the last, what is it? God, I can't believe it's been almost 3 years. For the last 3 years, like growing my channel or doing that wasn't even a priority. It was like, just like, let's get through the monkey show, dude. Let's just get to the other side of this thing. And then there becomes this point like, well, where's that line of demarcation? When's the other side of it? And we're on the other side of it. And that's where I've been tripping with like the thing with like even like Andrew was suggesting was is when the content comes is new ideas and new concepts need to be generated, but because we've like been in this bubble, like we have to pop it. We got to pop the bubble, dude. Which means I don't exactly know what it means, but like I think Trent's got a better idea what it means than I do. And like the thing is, like that's where I've been talking about, where I've been struggling with like being self-conscious about like this thing that I do, not because like I'm self-conscious about myself. I don't really like, I'm not that dude. Talents Out, Fifth Dimensional Farm. Yeah, that's what we're working on, Cactus. No, I've been making my new episode on Mondays. So I think it's Mondays at 10 a.m. as Talons Out comes out. I am actually like on it with that one, dude. All right, let's see. All right, that okay. I'm supposed to have these connected, but let's see. Where is this one? This one is right there. I'm telling you, this is a sturdy little ship so far. And it's like this exciting time because I realized that the one thing that is the biggest hustle out there is the scam, the 90 seconds till midnight thing, dude. In my book, dude, we're 3 years past midnight, dude. Like it already popped. Whatever happened already happened. We already lived there. So what are we gonna do? And that's where I'm like, oh, like I want to thrive, because thriving is like a good thing to lead with, right? Like you can't tell anyone what to do. You can only show people that it's possible. You know what I mean? Like that's like the main thing I've been trying to do on my channel ever, is just like, I'm trying to make my life better one step at a time continually. And it's been pretty successful so far. But now and this is where like Trent is right on. Now it's time to cross over back into the algorithm. Like the way I sort of thinking about is we got into a safe harbor for the last 3 years. We just tucked ourselves into a little safe harbor. We hung out. We talked amongst ourselves. We analyzed the weather. God, I got a lot of metaphors in these. I used as many metaphors as possible on a stream, right? We got ourselves into a safe little harbor for a while, the last 3 years. And now it's time to leave the harbor again. And I'm like, and I think for me as like a person who sits on this side of the camera, I was like, what does that mean? Because it's like the first time I've ever had to think about it. You know what I mean? Like for all of my YouTube, it's just been flowing. Like even the COVID, the coof, like that was just a natural response from me to what was going on. Like there was no thought about it. I didn't like be like, oh my God, this is like calculated what I'm doing. But like I've realized, and it's been a struggle to realize it, is coming out of this thing, I have to sort of calculate it a little better and actually come up with like a plan. Because again, there is like an aspect of like, this is my time. You know what I mean? Like this is my energy I put out, like the straight upness of it. Like, yeah, like it takes time and energy and all of that. And I'm worth it and whatever it is. So I'm like, okay, like it's time. It's time. And I see it now. You can either demand the sky cam or stare at the or rise above the sky cam, right? You can either sit and have the sky cam watch you, or you can watch the sky cam. I've been thinking a lot about just going live farm and figuring out how to just like mount the camera and wire myself for sound and just go about my business, dude. Just, it's the whole thing, dude. I got the green screen set up in the and I painted my garage door green, dude. It's ready. I'm green screen ready, dude. I have no doubt about it. That was one of the early things I did laying the groundwork here was that. All right, so that goes in. No, we're body cam farming, exactly. Well, it's that thing of like again is where I've always found, and where I see the numbers, like when this channel does its best financially, right, is when it's difficult. When life is difficult and I'm rolling through life's difficulties, live time, that's like when this channel is the most successful. When I'm like all like it's all good time Charlie, dude, like, dude, that's when it flounders, dude. So like, yeah, like this thing I'm doing up here, man, it ain't easy, but it's super like mellow, right? But like that's where like I've been like it into a thing. It's like, oh yeah, dude, it's pretty flowy, dude, because like I'm doing what I like I'm kind of free on a level, right? I've freed myself I think as much as possible from the trappings of said matrix. Like you can't, there's no escaping the matrix anymore. Like there's nowhere to hide. They got sky cams. There's nowhere to hide, right? So the freedom is to not hide anymore. It is that's always been like I've always known that it is it's never been about like turning it off. The way, if you want to hide, you turn it all on. That's how you hide nowadays, is you flip on all the lights. You don't turn off the lights. You don't have no credit cards. You have credit and the whole thing. That way they aren't looking at you. It's the dudes that they know are there that don't have any of the signals. They're like, why is that guy got no signal, dude? We see him. We know he's there. Why didn't he have a signal? What's he really up to? And of course, like at this point, like unfortunately, most people without a signal are kind of shady on a strange level. It's very interesting like that. Oh no, dude, it fell. The piece fell. Ah. Ride the wave, baby. Ride the wave, man. Uh, there we go. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Like focus out for a second. Ooh. I wonder what there's like one. Looks like there's one last thing I gotta build here. Oh, it's the little cart. That's what it is. Like, what are these? Where are these pieces gonna fit on this thing? And you're like, oh yeah, it's the cart. So, and enough of that. And then on the Lego front, Lego at the front door. I got that gift with purchase, the world house thing, dude. It's gonna be worth $1 million one day, dude. Yeah, I got me one of those. I did get a pretty good. Did I get it with this stuff? I got it with that. I bought one of those Optimus Prime sets for the archives. I'm like, I'm not even gonna build it. Like, I'm just like, it's such a rad set. I'm keeping it in the box. It's so weird, but I'm like, dude, like, so I invested in one of those the Optimus Prime sets. I think it's pretty next level, dude. Like looking at it, like having the box in hand, like it's a good set, dude. They really did. Like that one's gonna be worked out. Dude. The Optimus Prime set. I did a little sneaky investment on that one, dude. A little like, ooh, putting that one up in the closet. All right, dude. Let's see. Quick. There it is. The TIE bomber. All right, let's see. Do I have all my people? Let's see. What do we got left to do here? Oh, no. There's a couple more. There's another attachment on here. We are not done. I'm feeling done. It's late. I got this stream going a little bit late, so I'm feeling it all of a sudden. And I'm gonna go in because I got stuff to do, dude. We're building stuff in the new dream. We're building in the new dream, dude. I think that's the coolest part about like the thing right now is just building in the new dream, dude. Like it is all gonna be okay. I am super optimistic about the okayness that it's gonna be. Like I have no doubt about it. Because that's the weird thing is once you realize the system can't be saved and that ultimately you wouldn't really want to save the system because the system's what is this, dude? Is corrupt anyhow, like it's just broken, that it just needs to like sputter itself out, that all the dead weight needs to just dead weight itself into whatever they're going to do. You realize that like that is like that the level of abundance with that is so huge because you're no longer bound by the rules anymore of what it is. Like you're free to like do your thing, if that makes any sense. What is going on here? Don't get this. This is wait a minute, dude. I don't get what this is, dude. All right, so this Oh, I put that on backwards. All right, let's see. These are kind of hard to like remove. I'm trying not to break it. That's like that. It's backwards. It's a backwards piece. All right, that makes sense now, I think. Okay. Weird. That's a weird. It's like weird. It's like a double stacker, like articulation thing. I don't really get it, but I guess it's supposed to be like to hold the like the landing gear or something. It's kind of weird. I don't know what that's supposed to be, dude. Not sure what that's all about. All right, now here's the we got to make some bombs. The bombity 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 bum 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 bum. Uh-oh, my engines aren't straight. I just saw that. If we got to get our engine straight. We had two different engine configurations. That's no good. That is no good here on the tinfoil. We fully tinfoiled tonight, didn't we? Like tonight was a super tinfoil brick apocalypse. Like I think that actually like this might have been the most live up to the name channel stream yet. Like we really did tinfoil the brick apocalypse. It's the tinfoil brick apocalypse. All right, dude. Some bombs going there. All right, there's the bomb set up right there. Wait, we need our flick fire missiles right here. And those are kind of hard to load, aren't they? Oh, we're armed, man. We're gonna get them rebels, dude. We're gonna get those rebels if I can get in that my final bullet in there. Shoot, these aren't easy to get in there with my little spat. Like my adult fingers do not like this at all. I will tell you, this thing's built super solid. That is a solid built little Lego craft. This doesn't close as tight as I'd like, but why is that? Only me. Pretty good looking little spaceship there. Good looking spacecraft. All right, we got to build this cart so I can do the review. Better do a review tomorrow before I give this thing to Owl so he can put it together. Let him experience the bounty of the Lego bounty. My set also doesn't close. You don't close all the way to the front cab? I mean, that's, yeah. What up with that, dude? Lego engineers. At least it's not that James Bond disaster. The mismatched colors and stuff. I can handle a little bit of that, dude. We'll come out, we'll do a full review tomorrow, and have that posted up. My critical analysis of it all. I'm trying to get Owl to like do his Owl's reviews are the best, dude. He gets super critical about sets, dude. And this is stupid. It should do that. It doesn't do that. Why doesn't it do that? Like he needs to actually work on the Lego like test fire crowd. You know what I mean? Like whoever looks at the sets first. Like that's the job Owl needs, dude. He is a brutal critique of a Lego set, dude. I think you'll like this one though. It's right up his alley. But you never know, dude. The minute he's got to start adding, like Owl's one of those, like I'm a purist. I don't believe in adding parts. That's not Owl. He's like, dude, I'm adding parts, bro. You kidding me? This ain't right. Whippersnapper. Wait a minute. Oh, I did this wrong. There we go. Boom. All right. And for watching, dude. We're down to 4. That's it. It's late, dude. I think the time's better at the a little bit earlier. Cactus. Ryan don't care. He's in Australia, dude. Crazy Aussies, man. Oh. All right, here we go. Here's the cart. Little bomb cart. We're supposed to put these extra bomb. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's why we got extra bombs. Why would the vice admiral be driving this thing, though? That doesn't make any sense. Why would Vice Admiral, what's her face, be driving this? And where's the, oh. Not a bad little cart. And for all the like weird carts they built, this one's pretty good. All right, man. It's a win. Time zone. Oh, Megan's still in there. Megan's still in there. That's right. That's right. Well, I think I'm done with the extra parts in here. My eyes are tired, dude. I gave it my all tonight. I did my very best tonight, everybody. Well, there it is, man. I think it's a pretty nice little set, dude. It's solid. It's got weight. It's a well-built tie bomber, dude. I'm pretty fired up on it. So fired up, I'm just gonna shove it in this box so I can hide it. Oh no. I'm gonna take the wings off. I'm gonna hide it till I get my review of it done, and then I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna let Owl build it. That should be fine for a day till I review it. We don't have to worry about not waking up tomorrow. I do. I got plans. I got stuff to do, dude. I got saws set up in the driveway and no days off on the farm, man. Keep doing it, man. You gotta get ready in case there's a swell, dude. Surf's up, baby. All right, let's do. We got that in the instruction manual. Boom, boom, boom. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out while I click some bricks and talk some talk. And we'll see you on the next episode. The final, I guess, 2 of you that are still here. Good night, all. And how do I turn it off over here? And and all right, boom.